The sun was setting over the wide, open plains, painting the sky with warm shades of orange and pink. Sam leaned against his old, brown horse, Dusty, and looked out over the land. Sam was a cowboy. He had spent most of his life out here on the ranch, taking care of cattle and living a simple life. For Sam, there was nothing better than the freedom of the open land. Sam was born on this very ranch. His father was a cowboy, and his grandfather was a cowboy too. From a young age, Sam learned the cowboy way. His father taught him how to ride a horse, how to rope a steer, and how to be brave in any situation. Sam loved learning from his father, and he always dreamed of becoming a great cowboy. Just like him, every day, Sam worked hard. His day started early, before the sun even rose. He would feed the horses, check on the cattle, and make sure everything was running smoothly. It was hard work, but Sam loved it. He loved the smell of the fresh morning air and the feel of the wind on his face as he rode his horse across the fields. Dusty, his horse, was more than just a friend to Sam. Dusty was like family. Sam had raised Dusty since he was a young colt, and they had been together through many adventures. Dusty was strong, fast, and loyal. Sam trusted Dusty with his life, and together, they made the perfect team. One day, while Sam was out checking the fences on the ranch, he saw something unusual. A group of wild horses was running across the field, their manes and tails flowing in the wind. They looked so free, so full of life. Sam had seen wild horses before, but there was something special about this group. One of the horses was a beautiful black stallion with a white star on his forehead. Sam couldn't take his eyes off him. The black stallion seemed to notice Sam, too. He stopped for a moment and looked right at him. It was as if the stallion was challenging Sam, daring him to follow. Sam smiled and patted Dusty's neck. "What do you think, boy? Should we go meet him?" Dusty snorted, as if to say, "Let's do it." Sam and Dusty took off across the field, chasing after the wild horses. The black stallion ran fast, but Dusty was faster. Sam leaned forward, holding on to the reins, feeling the excitement of the chase. The wind whipped past his face, and he felt truly alive. After a few minutes, the wild horses slowed down and came to a stop by a river. Sam pulled Dusty to a stop a short distance away. He didn't want to scare the horses, so he waited quietly, watching them. The black stallion looked at Sam again, his eyes bright and full of energy. Sam felt a strange connection to the horse, like they understood each other. Sam reached into his pocket and took out an apple. He held it out, hoping the black stallion would come closer. Slowly, the stallion took a few steps towards Sam, his ears pricked forward, curious. Sam stayed very still, not wanting to startle him. Finally, the black stallion came close enough to sniff the apple. After a moment, he took a bite, and Sam couldn't help but smile. They stood there for a while, just Sam, Dusty, and the wild horse by the river. Sam felt a deep sense of peace. Out here, in the quiet of nature, he felt connected to something bigger than himself. The land, the animals, the sky, it all felt like home. Sam knew he couldn't keep the wild stallion. Wild horses needed their freedom, and he respected that. But he also knew he would never forget this moment. He had made a friend in the wild stallion, and that was enough. As the sun began to set, the wild horses moved on, and the black stallion gave Sam one last look before following them. Sam watched them disappear into the distance, feeling grateful for the experience. He patted Dusty's neck and said, "Well, boy, let's head home." Sam and Dusty rode back to the ranch, the stars beginning to twinkle in the sky above. As they approached the ranch house, Sam thought about his life as a cowboy. It wasn't always easy, but it was a good life. He was proud of his work, proud of the land, and proud of the bond he shared with Dusty. Later that night, as Sam lay in bed, he thought about the black stallion. He wondered if he would ever see him again. But even if he didn't, Sam knew that the memory would stay with him forever. Being a cowboy wasn't just about riding horses and herding cattle. It was about respect for the land, for the animals, and for the freedom that comes with living under the wide, open sky. The next morning, Sam woke up early, ready for another day on the ranch. He saddled up Dusty and rode out into the fields, the sun rising behind them. As he rode, he looked out over the land, feeling a sense of pride and peace. This was his life, and he wouldn't trade it for anything. Sometimes, he would look out toward the horizon, hoping to catch a glimpse of the black stallion. And though he never saw him again, he knew that somewhere out there, the wild horse was running free, just as he was meant to be, and that was enough for Sam. The end. Thanks a ton for listening to the entire story. If you like this story, then don't forget to like, share, and comment below with your valuable opinion about the story. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell icon to stay tuned for more interesting updates. Happy listening!